Aion is a MMORPG. It's a game that is meant to be played with thousands of players simultaneously on the same world. It's what we called a mix between the beauty of Eastern game, so Korean game in with Aion, because it's developed by NCSoft Korea, and a mix between this and the rich content that you can see on Occidental game, like any other game. So very rich content, quest driven, and all of this. The good things and the good features with Aion is that first it's a new breeze. It's basically it's a fresh game with a different settings that what you traditionally find on other MMORPGs. So it's not a traditional medieval fantasy settings. It's more ethereal, like a mystical world where two factions fight. We have obviously flight, which is what we think an awesome features. We have a very rich lore. We have a lot of small gameplay system that make you very interested in the game and keeps playing. So basically, we don't go completely into new territories for players. We remain familiar at the beginning, so there's nothing completely different from what you find in another game. But then slowly, before you realize it, you're immersed in a game that is quite different from what you normally have, and then after that you get into what we call the abyss zone, which is the high-end content, and then you get to experience a mixed gameplay style of PvP. So it's like the fight player against player, and PvE, so player against environment. And in there you will have opportunities to become, like, for example, a famous character, because we have a ranking system that allows you to go higher in the ranks. And basically, the higher you go, the more famous you will become among your faction. So we are not only offering you a traditional experience, we're also offering you the possibility to make your character unique and special in the world. The raid in Aion works with 4 groups. One group is 6 players, so 4 groups is 24 players. So you can raid we have raid bosses in the persistent world, which is Aion is a persistent world, and then we also have some few instances where you're going to be able to fight monsters, obviously. Our take on raids is that it's not only cool, it's also like dangerous. It will bring some adrenaline, because, for example, if you fight red bosses in the abyss, then once, for example, you down the monsters up to, I don't know, like 25% of its life, nothing prevents the opposite faction to rush in and try to kill you and finish the mob off. So then you have this kind of adrenaline, this kind of danger, constant danger, that makes the game really thrilling. So the social aspect of Aion is basically you first start as a player, of course, but then we have what we call the legions, which are living entity that level up just like the player. So you gather together, and then you can level up your faction by getting some abyss point. Your faction, your legion will level up and get new features. You also have some places where you can go, like warehouse, so where you can manage your guild or your legion rather. And then you have other place like we have a trade house that allows you to sell your items, to buy your items. You obviously have some friendlies that allows you to talk and to add your friends onto a list. You have like a system that is pretty cool, which is called express delivery. So through the mailbox. So if you have an item that you want to deliver to your friend, you can, and your friend is experiencing adventure in the land and is far from any city, what you can do is that go to the mailbox, you can send the item, pay a little fee, and then you will have a shugo. A shugo is like a furry race in the game that is the trader in the game. And basically this guy will pop up from nowhere with a little backpack, next to your friend and will give it the item directly, so your friend doesn't have to go back to the city. So it's cool for stuff like a potion and consumable like that. We also have what we call the personal shop, where you can transform your character into a shop. So say you want to trade, you want to sell some potion right at the entrance of a dungeon. You can do that. You just get the potions on you, and then you enter this shop mode, and then you will have to enter the price of your item, a little message, and then your character will transform into an NPC, will summon a share, sit there, and then you can go IFK, do something else away from the keyboard. And meanwhile, if someone interacts with your character as an NPC, he can buy stuff. So why do we want you in Aion? It's pretty simple. It's a brand new game with a very cool lore. We have a lot of gameplay system that will allow you to have an awesome experience, and you won't even feel the difference. You just start, everything feel familiar, and then suddenly you realize that you're in a brand new world, and then you're having a lot of fun with your friends. Either if you like to kill other players and do PvP, or just kill monsters and do PvE. This is Loic Claveau. I'm a brand manager for NCSoft West, and you are watching Smash TV. Thanks to them.